Okay, hello everybody. My name is Jared Butters. Welcome back to the podcast, and we have Hobo. Hobo, how are you today?
Doing pretty good.
And I am disappointed today.
God damn it!
No,
It
what
was all
happened?
working really fine.
You stopped because of the echo, or did the stream shut down?
Hello,
I can hear you.
We
Jesus.
we can hear you. Oh no.
His
Oh
internet
no.
died right as he started.
Hello.
I can hear you.
We can hear you.
God damn it! God damn it! I don't know why it does this. I don't get it.
Okay. You can hear us now?
Yes.
Cool.
Okay.
Jeez.
We can start over if you want.
Okay. Anyway, uh, all right. Let me just do the intro again. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the podcast.
Oh
My
my
name is Jared.
god.
God,
Oh,
that is not good.
is that from Vaugh's mic or is that from yours?
I don't know.
I'm assuming it's from Vaughn, but Jesus.
I can I
Wasn't
can
that
talk
bad a
now.
second ago.
Oh no. Okay, it's from me. I'm going to mute myself to see this from me. Uh,
Okay. All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Joe Wells. Welcome back to the podcast. And today we are having issues again.
Yep.
Again, one
Classic.
good recording session. I don't get it.
Nope. It is an impossibility.
It is. It's annoying. Um, Hobo, how are you today?
Doing pretty good.
That's good. Fawad, how are you today?
Actually, I'm disappointed from the movie, so I'm sad now.
Alright.
Well, I'm pulling up the
Pulling
my
up your
review.
notes.
You know. All right.
I think I can relate to the Rob Zombies movie. It's like I don't know if the joke will land or not. It's like the victims of the movie is like uh, the podcast. It's doomed from the beginning. Like the issues for the issues. I don't know, or is it down from the beginning? I don't know. Okay, you can skip this joke if you want. Ah,
Okay. So I got my notes pulled up.
Okay.
All right. Um, so the first thing I noticed there was a Saban Films logo. For those of you who may not know, Saban was the company that made the Power Rangers. Uh,
Oh,
I thought that was interesting.
definitely.
All right. We see a man open a door and walk towards us into frame. He has his face painted and he gives a pretty good monologue. I thought he did pretty good.
Yeah, it was a really good start to a movie.
Yeah. Um, I don't know when I was gonna put this in, but I'm just gonna say, watching this movie after watching his first movie, um, there's a huge difference. Like it is so much better. This movie is so
Oh
much.
yeah, quality wise,
Yeah, quality writing. It's all just.
better.
It's also insane, but it's much better. Um, oh yeah, I did put it in that he reminds me of Trevor Phillips from GTA 5. Just the way that he can go from smiling to very serious.
Oh, of course.
Oh yeah. We think he's talking to us, but it's revealed he actually has someone in the room tied up that he's actually talking to. Turns out he's a priest and he kills him with an axe. It's a very interesting way to kill somebody. Um, I didn't hear his name at first, so I just called him the clown. Closed the door, and we are in 1976, October 31st, 1976, as it always seems to be with Rob Zombie. It's always Halloween.
It's always Halloween in the early or in the late '90s.
That's right. Um, we are in an RV with some interesting characters, and of course, Sherry Moon Zombie. She's the first one credited in the movie. Um, one of the guys goes to the bedroom in the back, and one of the other guys is having sex and retells a joke to the girl he's having sex with. She doesn't understand the joke, which I don't know, seems like a pretty easy joke to understand. Um, they stop at a gas station. Sherry Moon decides to try to jack off an old man for some reason. Um,
Yeah, I thought she was gonna try to like seduce him for free gas or something. So they're talking
yeah,
about how poor they were, but like it wasn't even
yeah,
that.
that didn't happen though.
Yeah.
Um, and then the main guy, I called him Sideburns in my thing.
Okay.
Um, talks to another woman who's kind of weird, gives on really kind of weird vibes. Um, she's also a voice actress. She's in like a lot of cartoons and stuff.
Oh.
I want to say she played one of the Powerpuff Girls. I think is what.
Hmm.
But yeah, she's very very known. Um, they come upon some. They leave the gas station. And they come upon some scarecrows at night, and three of the people get out, and they get jumped, and some of them get killed, which is unfortunate.
Yeah,
Um,
I want to say something about the girl who asked why I don't know why she asked for if they have weapons or something, and I don't know why did the guy told her that they don't have guns. That's the that's was like stupid from him or something. Like he was like a dumb answer. I don't know.
well, because she kept saying something about hunting, and he's like, "We don't really have guns to hunt."
Yeah, and remember she was part of the group later on, so it would
Yeah,
make sense she'd ask for if they had weapons.
yeah, just
Uh,
make sure that the guys who jump them don't get killed or something.
yeah,
Yeah, I
Because I'm
kind
sure
I
of
don't know.
feel like of course we'll mention it later on the everything that happens, but
yeah,
I kind of feel like the organization just picks terrible people since they had to kill like half of them and they still kind of failed.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I think they just pick people who just like killing and don't like have like a good um man. I had it and then it left me.
They didn't
I,
even give them good weaponry either for the most part. Like
they
it
really
was
didn't. One got a crowbar.
no, I'm not even fully talking about the people. I'm talking about the
Oh,
people
you're
who are
talking about
working for
the
the
guys that
group.
jumped.
Yeah, like
Yeah, they just had knives.
yeah.
It looked like I don't know. It's a lot of shaky cam in this movie.
The other weird thing to me is there was no There's basically no sound of rain during the entire movie, even though it was raining.
That is true. Yeah, it was kind of weird. Because everything's wet, but it didn't like rain.
Hmm.
Hmm. Yeah, that was odd. Um, and then we cut to they're chained to like a makeshift post in the middle of like a theater. I thought it was a church at first, but then when Michael McDowell comes out, is at one of those like theater box things.
It did look like a church though for a while.
It did. I was like, is this a church? But then he came out into that thing. I'm like, oh, I think it's a theater. Um, we get Michael McDowell, one of my favorite actors. Um, and a couple other women I can't place. One of them, their voice sounds familiar, but I can't place who they are.
Mm.
Um, and then McDowell explains how to survive and brings out a little person Nazi cosplayer. That was very interesting.
Oh, he doesn't like the M word, which is fair, but still.
um, they all get put into different places. Well, I thought it was different places, but then they all get up and they're all in like the same room, just in different parts of the room. Um, and now they have to play a survival horror game in real life. So that's interesting. Two of the guys find a shrine to Adolf Hitler and two dead women. Sideburns thought it was Charlie or Sherry Moon Zombie. It was not, luckily, but still, two people died. It's not always the best.
Yeah,
Uh,
but it's not their friend, so who cares?
yeah, that's true. Yeah. Uh, number 4 finds the little person and threatens him, but the Adolf cosplayer does not care and makes it like a joke and says that number 4 always dies first, which I don't know. Is it just because it's a number 4 or is it because it's a black guy? I don't know
Yeah,
what.
no,
Don't really get a lot of
I
answers.
knew when there was two black characters, neither of them were gonna make it.
Yeah, I was like, oh man.
Yeah,
Black characters always die in horror movies every time.
yeah.
Um, and then he finds Sherry Moon Zombie and scares her. I don't know. I don't know if you guys watch a lot of horror movies in this time, but they did the fucking when he gets under the thing and then scares Sherry Moon Zombie. It has that impact sound.
I don't think I recognize what impact sound you're talking about.
It's it was very common in horror movies in the like 2010s.
Uh,
Every time you would scare, like, because they don't do good scares, like that would actually make people scared. So you got to do the sound, and then people
okay.
get scared because the sound comes out of nowhere. It was a plague in this era.
I was really surprised. I was waiting for the stab in the side of the leg. Honestly,
Yeah, yeah, I was kind of surprised it didn't happen. But he's just like playing with her. Like he doesn't even like try to go under. He just like scares her and then like rolls away. Like it was really weird.
yeah, he just kind of let. I think I love that some people got the worst weapons imaginable. So
Yeah.
one thing wasn't noted so far. We could just bring it up now. So someone got a crowbar. Someone cut a Bowie knife.
Yeah.
One of the women got a table leg with a double-sided nail,
Mm-hmm.
and
And Sherry Moon Zombie got a bat with metal on it.
oh, yeah, and it was it was like metal, like wrapped around it, not even in like a way that would make the bat more effective.
Yeah, no, it just like wrapped around it, and most of it's on the handle. It's not even on the bat itself.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was. They were not good. They were not good weapons.
they
Um,
really wanted them to fail, but ooh.
yeah. Um, and then yeah. So then Yeah, so he finds her, and then number four finds her and kicks in the bathroom stall, and then Adolf stabs him in the shoulder a few times.
Yeah.
He got elbowed in the face by number four and hit with Sherry's bat. It sounded like they put a neck breaking sound in there.
Yeah, I mean, she even said, "Oh, I think I broke his neck." When
Yeah,
she
and
hit him.
then she didn't. But why would you put the sound in there if you weren't going to have him die right there?
Yeah. I mean,
It,
I'm kind of glad he didn't die like that, but like at the same time, it's a really weird fake out.
it was, and then he has like a giant cut on his face. It was
Hmm.
odd. Um, he gets up obviously because he's not dead, and uh, he's kind of playing with her, and he walks her all the way to the gate, and then shuts her out and says, "I'm gonna go kill number four now." And, he also speaks
God,
a lot of
she was
Spanish.
terrible.
Yeah,
It's Spanish and German.
yeah, it's like a mix, but he also has a very good American accent. It's very
Yeah,
odd.
he's trilingual somehow.
Yeah. Um. Okay, yeah, and then she goes kills number four. Um. So then
Well,
she
no,
hides.
remember,
Yeah.
he doesn't even go and like directly kill him. He just talks to him, and
Yeah.
then he bleed like he just bleeds out. Like as far as we know, he didn't even stab the guy again. He literally just walked around that area.
Yeah, because when they cut from the little Adolf Hitler cosplayer, uh, he is like very clearly holding like Psy and is going to kill him, and then it doesn't happen.
Yeah, because he's like, kill me, and
And like do it, and he's like okay, but he doesn't do it. So I don't know why. I don't know what the point of that
yeah.
was.
So there's just a few minutes we don't see of just them both sitting there staring at each other.
Yeah, they're just staring deeply into each other's eyes. Very weird. Um, Sherry goes and hides, obviously, because she doesn't want to die. And
Yep.
he's trying to get to her like behind another metal gate door, like uh like a tool room closet or something.
I love too that I don't know if you saw this or remember this part where she closes the door to like when she starts hiding the original door before the gate, and she's like struggling and like
Yeah,
really slowly closing this door, and then the little guy just basically just kicks it open.
yeah, I did notice that. I was like, wow, that's kind of wild.
Yeah, he's either unearthly strong or just something.
Or she just super weak.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so eventually he opens the door and he's like trying to get her. And then I thought her name was Phoenix, but I heard her name is Venus, so I'll call her Venus from now on.
Okay.
The older lady. So she um comes in and tries to help. Uh, he gets nails in the back of his head eventually from like her bat is like nail sticking out of it. Um, so she hits him with that, and he just like doesn't die instantly, but
The fight's
like he's
over.
like I'm fucked. Like it's over. Um, and then Sherry goes to fucking town and just starts stabbing him like a million times in the fucking chest.
Hmm.
Um, that was
And then uses her bat to start
oh
beating him
yeah,
further on the ground.
yeah, that's crazy. Um, turns out we already said this. Number four isn't dead, but he does die in Panda's arms. Uh, yeah, so he didn't do anything else to number four at all.
Yeah, he just had a little guy jump on his back and then got stabbed repeatedly and died.
Yeah, I just died of bleeding. That's it. I did put in my notes. This is giving me Hunger Games vibes because they come back to McDowell and like the high society people, like
Hmm.
a cross between Hunger Games and the world's most dangerous game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very interesting. Fuad, you got anything to add?
yeah. I, I, the ideas, like the ideas of the movie overall is great, of course, than the last movie I watched, and like the Nazi guy is a great idea, but I think the dialogue is like there's like things is if there's a bad writing or I don't know, but I think the writing is not good when they're like I'm talking about the dialogue, but yeah, that's what I'm going to say now.
Okay. So Fuad doesn't think that the dialogue's very good.
Okay.
I don't know, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, I
Do
mean,
you
it's
think?
written by Rob Zombie, and he does a lot of weird. Um,
Semi-satirical, like.
yeah, like he obviously grew up in that era, and maybe I think he's making it more like farcical the way they talk. It's
Mm,
also very modern the way that they say things.
Hmm.
So I can see someone not liking the dialogue because it does feel like a mesh of like 70s slang and modern like versions of words that we use.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. So they set out some food. Um, Panda tells him to eat, and it turns out it's actually number four. That's actually him.
I just
Um,
don't know how they got him so fast.
yeah, I'm
That
not sure because like they went
that's a
from
little thing in the book or in the
in
movie,
the
I'd
book.
say,
Yeah,
is it happens like there's a lot of things that just
can you go somewhere else? Oh, sorry, I'm trying to mute myself. My dog is in here being loud again. He does not care that we're doing a podcast. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Finish what you were saying there, Hobo. Sorry about that.
oh well it's just the whole how they seem to be teleporting around almost like I know there's a lot of people under well it's like 10 people as far as we know working under them like directly under them,
Yeah.
but it still feels weird how quick they're able to get in and out on certain things they're able to do.
Yeah, there's a next part coming up that I am. That's how I feel about that. Um. Yeah. So then, the group meets two new clowns. I did not catch their names, but I know that they're brothers. They keep saying brother a lot, so I'm assuming they're brothers. Um. They eventually find a room with a woman tied up. Oh, also, can I just say, Rob Zombie is like weirdly obsessed with genitalia.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of as weird as it is, it's kind of the thing that makes you know it's a Rob Zombie movie.
That is true. That is true. Like because the room they walk into is like with like women's legs, and it's like supposed to be like her vagina that you're walking into, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
Rob, this came out in 2016.
Oh, come on.
Come on. This is wild. Anyway, um, yeah. So the Venus wants to help the woman tied up. The other ones do not. And then it eventually turns out that it is a cage, and the four get split up. Two of them are in the cage. Two of them are outside the cage. One of them, or two of them, take on the orange haired guy. The other two take on the green haired guy. How is the green haired guy in like what is the layout of this like area? Because how did he get in the cage?
No, remember he was laying down in the hay,
Yes,
waiting for them to come in.
like he must have went like around the back way, and then like
I think
also
it
how
was
long did it
implied
take
he
them
was
to
like,
walk?
oh, yeah, true.
Like there are so many questions I have because it's like this like it's just convenient that he's there because it goes from because it seems like in the movie it's just like a short walk between where they were to where they are, and then how did he get in there? Like there's so it's such a convoluted thing.
Even with cameras, I don't know how you so accurately predict where everything's gonna be.
Yeah, I don't know. It's I don't know. I don't get it. I don't. I need like a layout of where we're going here. All right. So then, so the crowns die by their own chainsaws, um, which I
I
feel
want
like
to
is
say, yeah, I want to say something. How are they like fighting the chainsaws with the pipe? And I don't know what the hell is the
I
other
mean,
thing.
chainsaws are just not great weapons, honestly, and I'm glad it was highlighted in
yeah. They're really
the movie. I mean, they're chainsaws and whips have two big similarities, or have one big similarity with each other. They're both really scary weapons to fight against, but like once you eliminate that, they're not great. Because a chainsaw
no.
can't cut through a crowbar, no matter how hard you or how many times you like hit it with it. You're gonna break all the teeth off your chainsaw well before that happens.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah. Which I think is what they say, right? Because the one that did get um the one that was running on it the chain broke.
Yeah, yeah, but that was after they like cut through him.
Oh yeah. I wonder why
Well,
the other
so
one didn't break.
yeah, I'm not sure. And then I do love that it's implied they barely had any gas in those chainsaws, considering the gas ran out not long after.
Yeah, well, he did like keep like turning it on and like revving it up.
Yeah, but if I think a chainsaw should have a few hours of life in it.
Well, we also don't know how because this is supposed to be like 31 hours that they're in this game for.
Well, no, they're the 31. It was a 12-hour. I don't know where the 31 came from. They weren't there for 31 hours. They were there for 12.
That's what I'm saying because they kept saying you have to survive for 31 hours, but then it's down to 10 hours, and I'm like,
I
how long have they been in this game?
I
What
thought
the hell?
I thought the game was called the 31. That's where I thought the 31 was coming from.
Oh,
I
I
don't
maybe
think
remember
that
hearing them say it was 31 hours.
I don't
They
know.
could have.
It doesn't really make
They could have.
sense why it's called 31.
Yeah. We never learned anything about half the characters.
also something that's not making sense is how are they watching them? Like in the Hunger Games, we see that they watch them like
Yeah, we
in
never saw
some.
any specific cameras on anything.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
they're definitely watching them somehow.
Yeah, just how?
Yeah, I don't know because this is also like 1976. Like security cameras
uh,
are a thing, but they're not that good.
Yeah, they barely had cameras.
Yeah, so I don't really know how. I'm not really sure how they're viewing them at all. Because then the last guy, I'm going to skip ahead a little bit, says that they're being watched.
Yeah.
So I don't know how. I'm not sure. We don't really learn a lot.
at all.
Also,
I
before
wish.
I forget, I want to like comment on something. Uh, I didn't expect that they will show that they were eating like meat, and then the twist is they were eating uh, their friend, the one who died in the from
But
the first
but the
movie.
dumb part of that is like they told him
So,
it was people basically. It's like, oh look, it's the liver pie. It's like,
Yeah.
oh,
why did you think they were
yeah,
lying about it?
no way, yeah, yeah. Maybe I didn't like uh, paid attention to what they said. Okay, all right, but they didn't smell his odor from like it's sure he had like a smell from the dead from the dead body, or
I
am
mean, he
I?
was like behind glass and like cooked meat. It probably just smelled like weird cooked meat. I'd
Yeah.
assume.
Probably.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like, again, we don't get a lot of answers to any of the questions we have because it's all very based in the game.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of outside, like outside of the game. Um. Yeah. So they die. The cage door comes up. They all leave. Um. And then they say sex and death are coming. Um. Death is a giant German guy.
I thought he's
And
Swedish.
is he Swedish? I thought he was German.
Yeah, that was a huge Swedish guy.
He was a big guy. Um, and then the lady from the gas station is Sex. Not sure why they called themselves that, but whatever. Uh, Panda eventually gets the upper hand of Death. And Sex, I said that she ends up killing Cyberds. He does not die, but he does get stabbed a couple times by her.
I
So
Yeah, I feel like it's unfair that that man got hit so many times.
yeah, he had
And
like blood coming out of his mouth. Like it is.
yeah, the black guy got stabbed in the back like 4 times and died
Yeah,
in 10 minutes, and the white guy just survives it
yeah,
all.
yeah. I don't know. I don't get it. It's like he must have like uh plot armor or something. It's so crazy. Um, unfortunately, death came for Panda and he died, which I got very sad about because I like Panda.
Hmm.
Um, but then Shira uses Sex as a pawn, like she has, because she catches her from killing Sideburns, and then she brings her out in like a headlock, threatening to slit her throat. Um, and then Venus kills Death with her nail bat thing. Um, and then she asks Sherry what to do, what we're gonna do with her, and she just slits her throat. Like it's like she didn't even think about it. Um,
Yeah, just you're gonna die now.
yeah. Malcolm McDowell gets asked what they're gonna do now because he's like, I don't know. He's like that guy, Death was he was the last one that we had. Um, and then they call in Doomhead, the clown from the beginning. Um, and as he's on his way, we cut back to the group, the three people in the group now. We hear California Dreamin'. So that's a pretty interesting. Rob Zombie really likes his old classic rock.
Yeah, definitely.
He definitely does. Um, what are you guys' thoughts on California Dreamin'?
It's all right.
All right.
Actually, I didn't recognize the music or the song. Is it a song? I'm sorry. I'm very.
Yes.
I don't recognize it. I recognized the song that was played at the end of the movie. Uh, That's the I don't remember also the name of it, but I remember it that I've heard it before, but I didn't hear. What's it's called? California what?
The last song.
No, song that you were talking about.
Oh, it's called California Dreaming.
California Dreaming. I'll try and listen to it again. Yeah. Was it?
It's a pretty good song.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, so then I said after the California Dreaming thing, I said Sideburns isn't dead somehow, which I'm not still not really sure how that happened. But Doomhead enters the game. A lot of the clowns have like head names, like it's like I'm not sure what the naming convention is, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think they were like naming it, like calling some names and like they wanted to get some people where they had the same like uh, Zoom had, and the others I don't remember where they called, but it was similar names for like Zoom had, I think.
yeah, I didn't catch the other two clowns, but their name was something head. So, um, yeah, so he gets ready to come in, and he punches himself in the face a couple times and makes himself bleed, and to kind of make his Dracula costume a little more uh real, I guess. Uh, Venus has a nightmare that the brothers came back to life and stab her. She gets up and is in Cyber's arms and cries. Sherry leaves the group to go explore, so Sideburns and Venus go find her. Doomhead has a couple switchblades and stabs Venus and then cuts up her body. Um,
yeah.
really
May I
just to
mention, I don't
yeah,
understand why Doomhead was this giant threat when he also had terrible weapons and didn't
yeah,
really show that he was that like proficient in anything. Because they sent Doomhead in when everyone was either crippled or dead at this point.
yeah,
Like it was two women left and a guy on his last legs.
yeah, yeah. I'm not sure because Malcolm McDowell's like he'll make sure everyone dies, and it's like okay, but he has two switchblades.
Yeah, like if one of those women would have picked up a crowbar, it would have been. They probably still would have lost, but would have been closer.
Yeah, it would have been a lot closer. Um, Sherry escapes. Uh, I skipped a whole bunch of stuff, but basically, Doomhead finds them, tells them that he's a gentleman before, um, has a whole other monologue. Uh, they go outside. They find like a little like I'm not really sure what it is. It looks like some kind of bunker, but then it turns out it's like a hole in the wall or something. It's very very weird.
Yeah,
Um,
and like after she gets out of that hole, she's like limping and hurt randomly. Like she wasn't hurt
yeah,
before that.
yeah. So something must have happened in the hole to make like maybe she fell or something.
Yeah, it's just another thing where it's like I
Hey,
I thought so. Part of me, as soon as she got away
yeah.
from everyone, I was like, she's gonna live. And then I saw her limping, and I was like, is this the way they like plot kill her because now she can't run? And
My, I also had thought I was like, well, maybe her adrenaline ran off. Like like her adrenaline isn't pumping anymore, and maybe she did get hurt, and we didn't see it. Maybe.
yeah,
Um. Yeah. So Cyburst dies. He's trying to he tries to fend off Doomhead, but he just lets him stab him. Which I
yeah,
mean,
there was nothing you could do. We had
yeah.
one free leg.
Sherry finds an abandoned house and finds that little marionette thing that the gas station had. Doomhead finds her and then quotes Che Guevara of all people,
Yep.
which was kind of wild. and then he starts to strangle Sherry. Then he stops and asks if he should do it Whitechapel style, which is a reference to Jack the Ripper, and starts speaking in a British accent.
And then the time runs out.
Such a weird reference, yeah. And then they're like weapons down. He's like, "Fuck!" I'm like, "Why are you playing with her? Just strangle her and get it over with." Holy shit!
Yeah, I as soon as I saw the strangling, I kind of felt like it was gonna be that, oh, Saved by the Bell type shit.
Yeah, for real. So I'm like, "Oh man, he's just playing with his food at this point."
Yeah, and he let his food get away.
Yeah. So Sherry survives 31. I thought it was 31 hours. The game 31 or whatever.
Yeah.
The high society people go back to their lives like nothing happened. Um, we see Sherry walking down a road
Oh
and a
wait,
vampire.
wait.
Yeah,
Before that, what were they betting on? Who was gonna die first? I wasn't clear on that. Like they kept
yeah,
talking about betting, but it wasn't who was gonna escape because apparently no one's ever escaped.
right. They've never had a survivor, so I don't know what the
So
odds were for.
that's the only thing that makes sense to me is they were betting, and even that doesn't really make too much sense because why would you bet who's gonna die first? I mean,
Right? Yeah, because according to the Adolf guy, number four always dies first. So I feel like that'd be an easy bet.
yeah. I
I don't
did
know.
the funniest part of the movie by far was after Sideburns gets stabbed repeatedly, and then they say the bets. Oh, it's 1 million to one.
Yeah,
That was the funniest part of the
he's
movie.
like,
He's like,
"Fuck
"Come
you."
on, fuck off."
Yeah, I don't. I'm not really sure what they were betting on because no money changes
I,
hands.
Yeah,
I
they
think
bet like $5 million and some stuff too. Like it wasn't like insignificant amount of money, even for them, because one of them had to back out.
Right.
yeah, I think do they like bet on who will survive the last? Can it be like this or
Maybe.
Maybe we well, again we don't see money change hands, so we don't even know if the bet was a real thing or not.
All these ornate golden chips, so we don't get to find out what. I mean, they represent $1 million, but
Yeah, which I don't really know how you make that assumption. Whether $1 million.
well, so he puts like they put like five down on the table, and he's like, "Oh,
yeah,
the $5 million for this bet." So that's where I got the assumption
yeah,
from.
Yeah,
yeah,
well, I'm thinking about them. Like, are they just
Uh,
saying it's $5 million, or is it actually like worth $5 million?
I assume it's like poker chips, where it's like
Okay,
I
I
think that
I'm not gonna bother putting an entire $5 million on the table. Just
right.
if
This
you win,
represents
you
the
get
money I'm
the
gonna give you. Right,
yeah.
right. Okay. Fawad, anything to add before we end this?
yeah, I think uh, the acting was good. Um, the villain was like I don't know. The thing for me was because I was okay. What's going on? Okay. Cool. What's the? I was expecting it was going to be bad, but I think the movie, the quality of it is better. The idea of it is better than the last movie. I don't. Did we watch Thousand Zombie? What was
House
it?
of a Thousand Corpses.
Yeah, House of the Thousand Corpses. Yeah, yeah. I think it's better, strong, but it's still don't know why, but I do know why because the yeah there are many reasons, things that wasn't making sense, that weren't making sense. Yeah, yeah. I is Rob Zombie like good at like he is his band? Yeah, like I searched for him. The band was called the White Zombie. right?
I don't know.
Okay, so you
Yes,
didn't.
Rob Zombie's band was called White Zombie.
Yeah, is I want to hear his. I want like I think he succeeded in in singing or something. But to be honest, I didn't like his movies. For like the reasons I've stated. The writing, the story doesn't make sense. Also the static images, like from transitioning from a scene to another scene by like freezing the frame. That was I think it was like this style is long gone. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
No. Anything you have to say, Fiad? Now that you're done covering the all the story elements.
About the movie or
Oh,
something
sorry.
else.
I meant the other guy. I
Mhm.
meant fucking that mix you guys' name up sometimes.
I see that. Um,
Jared.
oh yeah, one more thing. So Dream On plays as we end with
Oh yeah,
Doomhead
not
and
done.
Jerry just staring at each other.
Yeah, this
Wow.
is another weird scene. 'Cause it almost looks like like she's ready to fight him when she knows she's gonna immediately die in that scenario.
Yeah, but we don't even get like a satisfying ending. It's just you can
Mm,
assume what happens. You can
Yeah,
interpret the
she's probably dead.
yeah, but hey, you never know.
Yep, she could be alive.
Think of real life. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, Sideburns and the clown from the first, from House of a Thousand Corpses. They're the same like facial hair cut.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, is this a prequel to that movie? Then he dies. I'm like, oh, never mind. No, I guess he's not. uh, Fawad rating 31.
I think I'm going to, because it's better than House of a Thousand Corpses. I'm going to rate it like six and a half. Yeah.
6.5 out of 10. All right, Hobo, what's your rating for 31?
I'm gonna give it a 7. I'm a sucker for horror movies that the people actually fight back in.
Wow.
Yeah.
Uh, amazing. Uh,
Yep,
uh,
for me, that's big.
all right, I gave it a better score than I did a House of a Thousand Corpses. I went right in the middle. I did a 5 out of 10.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm still not a huge fan of his style. Especially the shaky cam, not helping it.
yeah. I feel like it was. I didn't feel like fully making the scene, so like I'll artificially make it a bit spookier.
Yeah, yeah, like it wasn't even like real shaky cam. It was like digitally added shaky cam, which made it worse.
Yeah, much worse.
Yeah, no, not a good choice. I feel like. All right. Yeah, that was a really interesting movie. I gotta say.
Yep. Yeah, that's what you always come back saying that when you read a or you see a Rob Zombie book or
Every time,
movie. It's
every time.
just it's interesting. It's
No,
very
that
very
was interesting.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
mean,
when it's like when you see your child's drawing, you're like, I can't say it's terrible. It'll destroy their
Right.
their feeling. Wow,
Yeah.
it's so interesting, honey.
So interesting.
Oh my god.
I think I think that it's he has. I think he has a style, and he like it's not a genetic thing. And uh, to be honest, I think he doesn't care if someone doesn't like his movie. He doesn't like want. the broad appeal, or like to be liked by everyone. Uh, I don't know. I think he does it like a or like a passion project or something. I don't know. Passionate movie. I don't know. Yeah, but definitely he got like something for like a style for him only. Do you agree with this, or you don't?
One day, if we're ever popular, I'm gonna kill people with a drinking game. It's just gonna be how many times he said I don't know.
Yeah,
We're gonna lose the entire audience in a week.
that would kill so many people.
Oh yeah, it would be devastating.
All right, Rob Zombie 31 off the list.
Yeah,
Um, next one, I Know What You Did Last Summer, the original. Um, should be good. I've seen it before. It's a good movie, in my personal opinion. I'm excited to see what you guys say about
don't worry. I'm sure I'll hate it. Don't
it.
worry.
Probably. It is a '90s horror movie, so
Well,
all
Yeah.
right.
it wasn't made by Rob Zombie, so it probably wasn't that good.
Yeah, right. Well, it wasn't made by one of the best directors ever.
Oh yeah, I've never heard of him.
I've never heard of these people. Freddie Prinze Jr. Don't know him.
Well, he said the word French, so that's all I needed to know at the end. Forget I'm an American. We have beef with all French people.
All right. Well, that's it for us. Anything else you guys want to add?
Yeah,
Nope.
I want. I always want to recommend like movies. I've watched like I think uh, I have like 30 minutes out from the remaining time for the movie called which too long to say the title of the movie. Yeah, Saturday Night. I think it is a good recommendation.
Uh,
Uh, it,
put it on the list. We'll review it.
Okay, if you wanna do it on the list, I can watch it again. I like to watch it again. Uh, yeah, it's an uh, interesting movie about like the making of Saturday Night Live.
What's
Uh,
the name? Tell us the name.
it's called Saturday Night.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
thought you were just skipping over the name for some reason. It's like,
No, no, I didn't. Okay. Yeah. I like that there are many like difficulties when making a program, uh, and yeah, it was interesting. But to be honest, the trailer was more exciting than the movie. But I like the movie so far. I think he's the director of Juno. Yeah, he made this movie also. Yeah, and the last Ghostbusters also. Yeah.
the last go,
Uh,
the female one.
no, no, God forbid.
Okay, good.
uh,
I thought you were recommending a terrible director for his like.
no,
Oof.
he was the from the Paul Rudd movies, uh,
Mm.
where the Ghostbusters was starring were starring Paul Rudd. Yeah. So this is my recommendation. Yeah.
Okay. Hobo.
I don't got anything.
Nothing.
Yeah.
All right. That's where we're gonna end. 54 minutes and one Rob Zombie movie.
Yep. Another one down.
Jeez. Yeah, he doesn't have a whole bunch, so we're just gonna put him on. We're eventually probably gonna get through all of them. He only has like 7 or something.
Not a terrible amount.
Not a terrible amount. All right. Next week, I Know What You Did Last Summer. Thank everybody for listening in or watching wherever you get these podcasts, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.